So you've got a problem. Not a rules problem, not a scheduling problem, you have a dungeon master problem. Here's the part nobody tells you. It's okay to walk away. Not every DM is the right fit for every group, and not every game is worth saving. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through how to know when it's time to let go, how to do it without blowing up your friend group, and how to build a better table next time. This isn't about drama, this is about dignity. Yours, theirs, and the game we all claim to love. So let's talk. You're not here by accident. Something's been gnawing at you, so let's just name it. Here are the signs that it's not just a bad session, it's a bad dynamic. You dread game night. Your dungeon master shuts down players' ideas without an explanation, and it feels like it's their story, not your story. Rules are twisted to punish, not challenge. Feedback is met with defensiveness or condescension, and there's favoritism, or worse, retaliation. You feel disrespected or ignored, like your fun doesn't matter. And that's really the most important one. You're not growing, not as a character, not as a player, and not as a group. Games are supposed to be fun, but they're also supposed to be collaborative. If you're just showing up to sit through someone else's power trip, that's not a game. That's a hostage situation with dice. And before we talk about how to leave a game with grace, let's talk about how not to do it. Ghosting. Don't vanish. It's cowardly and disrespectful. Group chats. Don't blow up the group chat with your grievances. That's not a conversation, that's a performance. And trash talking. Just because you're hurt doesn't mean you need to make them the villain. Passive aggression. Don't play the maybe I'll come next week game. Just say what you mean. And here's the truth. If they were a bad DM, they're not going to get better because you throw a tantrum. So the goal here isn't revenge, it's closure. Here's the script. Tweak it to fit your vibe, however it works out. Hey, I appreciate the time and effort you've been running this game. I'm realizing it's not the right fit for me, and I want to be fair to the group, and I think it's better that I step away. That's it. If they ask for reasons, be honest, but be kind. Say, for example, I like games that are a little more collaborative, a little more grounded, a little more dangerous, story-driven, fantastical, whatever. I'm looking for a different style of play. Perhaps you could say, I think we just have different expectations around what makes a good session. You don't need to list every sin they've committed. You're not their therapist, and you're not their executioner either. You're just going to draw a polite line in the sand, clean, respectful, and final. Now, here's where it gets sticky. Sometimes the dungeon master isn't just your dungeon master. They're your buddy. They're your ride to work, your roommate. Maybe they're your partner. Maybe they're your boss at some pizza shop where you happen to work. So what do? The same rules apply. Honesty without cruelty. I love hanging out with you. I just don't love this particular game. I don't want this to affect our friendship, relationship, my employment, and I hope you don't take it personally. And then back it up with action. Invite them to a non-game stuff. Keep the door open. The worst thing you can do is vanish and pretend it never happened. That's not protecting the friendship, that's letting it rot quietly. If you're in a group where multiple players are unhappy, you've got a choice. You can leave quietly, or you can organize a polite intervention. Here's how this works. You talk to the other players privately, one-on-one, not gossip, back talk, and backstabbing. Just you're confirming that you're not crazy and that they are feeling kind of the same things. Then, if there's a consensus, you approach the DM as a group with one spokesperson doing the talking. Be firm but fair. Hey, Rick, we appreciate what you've done, but as this group, we realize this style isn't working for us. We're going to go a different direction, no hard feelings. This will suck, and it might sting, but it's better than letting the game die from a slow death of attrition and resentment. So you've done the hard thing, you walked away, now what? This is your chance to level up as a player, to be intentional about what kind of table you want next. So ask yourself, what made the last game so frustrating? What do you need in a dungeon master? What's your role in the group dynamic? Don't just drift into the next session or another group of people and repeat the same process. Curate what you want, or better yet, run it yourself. Sometimes the best way to find a game you want is to build it from the ground up. Or if you want to join a new group, Look for one that shares your values, that vets new players, that has house rules and expectations that are clear up front. A group that wants to be better, not just hang out and roll dice. Let's be honest, some DMs are bad. I mean, people could be talking bad behind my back right now, but some of us are just inexperienced, and others are just running the kind of games they want, which isn't the kind of the game you want. That's me. I'm running the kind of game I want. Somebody might not like it. And that doesn't make you a traitor for leaving. All it means is that it wasn't a match. So the same way, not every band needs a drummer, not every campaign needs you, and not every player needs them. What matters is this. You want a better game, you're willing to say the hard thing, and you're ready to build a table that actually works. That's not petty, that's leadership. So if you've made it this far, it probably means that this is hitting home for you. Maybe you're already in the middle of this. Maybe you're dreading the next session and you are afraid to have this conversation. Let me say this loud and clear. You are allowed to walk away. You do not need permission. You do not need the perfect excuse. You just need the integrity and the guts to protect your experience. If you're new to this channel, welcome. We talk about games, but we also talk about what makes games good and what makes them worth playing. Subscribe, drop a comment, tell me your story, or just lurk and listen. Either way, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. My name is Rick. This is Save vs. BS. Like, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you in the dark. Thanks for being awesome.